How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. A little bit of sour IPA time in the form of Cape May Brewing's Corrosion. Yeah, Cape May Brewing. I've had a couple beers from them. I've done a couple reviews from them as of late because they actually have sent me beer. Same thing with this one. They sent it to me. Thank you very much, guys. And they sent me a whole gaggle of beers. And it was a nice kind of mixture of sour stuff, which I freaking loved, and their IPA stuff, which was quite nice. Something a little bit different. It's sour IPA, something that we see a lot in the Northeast now. Hudson Valley Brewing up in Hudson Valley does their sour IPAs, but they're more like a sugar tart kind of sweet tarty kind of thing going on. It's more of a kettle soured IPA, so we'll see what it has going on inside of it when we crack it open. But it's kind of like the especially in my area, the kind of beer du jour as of late, beer of the day. It just, people are making them left and right, so we'll see what this one has to offer. On the label, Cape May Brewing Company, Kettle Soured India Pale Ale Corrosion, a twist on the IPA. On the back it says, opening with massive aromas of fresh citrus and tropical fruits. Corrosion hits with a firm hop presence accentuated by an upfront acidity. Kettle soured before finishing as an IPA. Corrosion is uniquely balanced between the world of sours and the world of hops. Done and done. Label-wise, it's Cape May stuff. Their labels are pretty much the same. They just kind of change a little front panel there. So let's give it a whirl, see what she's got. Never been to the brewery. It's all the way in the southern tip of Jersey. I haven't been down that way in a very long time. Last time I was actually down that way, I took a wrong turn and wasn't paying attention and ended up in South Jersey. I am a Central Jersey kind of boy, Shore Jersey kind of boy. Grew up in born in Point Pleasant, grew up in Toms River, and right now I'm actually living in Hope, New Jersey, so I'm back with a vengeance, motherfuckers. Finger and a half, 2 fingers. Kind of a weird kind of creaminess in the middle, but rockiness on the edges. Neurotic, crazy bubbles all around, and she's got a soft haze to her. Definitely kettle sour in vibe as far as color goes. See what the nose has. Bit of citrus herbally hops. Nothing too crazy though. Citrus rindiness, a little pithiness. I get that little bit of kind of tea-like herbaliness from that from the hops, a little bit of tannic kind of vibes. And then it's sour, but it's not overly kind of kettle sour. Other than that, yeah, leaning a bit more IPA than kettle sour, but they're both quite small. Let's dive in. Cheers. Kind of flip that script there. Definitely a little bit more kettle sour now than IPA, at least what I'm tasting. Getting a soft, kind of almost like crackery kind of malt to that kind of kettle sour. It's barely a kettle sour. There's really not much tartness there. It's just kind of, it's a kettle sour in definition, but just it lacks a little bit of kind of personality. Same thing on the hop end of things. The hops, still a little bit citrus, more rindiness, a little bit of kind of spicily herbalness to it. That's pretty much it. Very small beer. Kind of a bummer, to be perfectly honest with you. I dig me some sour IPAs, especially if they're done in a way that's kind of a bit more impactful, and that's kind of where this one kind of lands for me. It's a fine beer. It's tasty. It's chuggable. It's a drinking beer. It's a summer beer at what is it, 5 and change, 6.5 actually. It's up there in ABV, but it's kind of more of a summer beer, but it lacks a bit of kind of direction. It's almost like it doesn't know whether it wants to be a kettle sour or an IPA, which is fine because you don't have to be either or. But if you're gonna be both, fucking be both, man. Let your fucking freak flag fly. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is not a style that you see a ton of. And it's something that's actually, it's getting popular. People are doing it up here in the Northeast, but a lot of people haven't had these things. So in Jersey, you're going to start producing something like this that people are they've had taste of it from other places, and they really want to kind of enjoy something that has this kind of like, I don't know, hair on fire on both ends of the spectrum kind of thing going on. And it just kind of lands a little bit too close to the middle. It's towing the line. It's being a bit too conservative. And you just want a beer, a sour IPA. What are you talking about? Sour and hops. You know what I mean? You're talking about funk. You're talking about sour. You're talking about bacteria. You're talking about yeastiness. You want that to be a prominent flavor in there. The same thing with the hops. And this one just kind of seems like a kind of monotone version of somewhere in the middle. Is it a bad thing? For some people, they might like that. For me, it just kind of misses the mark. Is this the end-all, be-all of sour IPAs that I will like or enjoy from Cape May? I doubt it. I mean, their sour program is fucking amazing. That's why it's kind of a weird one for me, too, because I love the sour beers they produce so much. To see something this kind of neutral, this kind of middle of the road is just a little bit too... I don't know. Again, I keep going back to conservative. So hopefully this is something they tweak and fuck with, because I think they could do a really good job of the style. But this one, for me, just lands just a little bit too in the safety zone. Yeah, bummer. At the same time, it's chuggable, drinkable. You know, it's a summer beer. It's not gonna, you're not gonna hate it if you're on the beach. So keep that in mind. So let's talk about it. Is it one of the better sour IPAs that I've had as of late? Not really. I mean, I haven't had a ton, but at the same time, it's just too neutral. It's not bad. It's not negative. It's Switzerland. It's floating somewhere in the middle. Value and availability, it's Cape May, so chances are you're going to see this if you live in the Jersey area. And leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like, you know, Berliners, but you wish there was a little bit more hops to them, or you like hops and you wish there was a little bit more Berliner in it. It's your chocolate, my peanut butter, my chocolate argument here. There's really not much to it, but it does give you a little bit of something outside of the normal hops and or tartness, and kind of bridges a little bit of a gap, even though that gap is very small and very singular and very neutral. But if you like those kind of things, this might turn you on. So there you go. Another review in the books. Down there if you want to talk about it. You know, the whole Facebook thing. You can type Massive Beers. Check me out doing the social medias. Instagram too. Do a bunch of that shit. Probably more than Facebook. For the podcasting, which I do a bunch of now, type in Beer Massive into your favorite podcasting app or Google and you find me there. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice little tart jammer right now, and hope to see you next time. Cheers.